Hi everyone, I had just finished watching The Vow. Looks like this. Sorry I have my glasses on and no makeup. I just want to say really quick, it's like 9:52 at night. Okay. I had just finished watching The Vow and I'm doing a comparison on the real book. I do not want to reveal the names of the real characters. Don't buy the book that has the cover that looks like this because I had actually talked to the real page, as we'll put it, and I think they deserve some privacy and everything with the hype of the movie coming out and everything. I got the book before it was the movie, so I'm gonna do the comparison. But the book that looks like this, she had told me was an easier read than this one, which, I mean, maybe, I don't know what she meant by that. Maybe it was geared for a younger crowd. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll get into it. I'm going to be going back and forth between the two, and I will let you know when I'm talking about the book and when I'm talking about the movie. I will warn you now that there may be some spoilers. So if you have not read this book or seen this movie, you might not want to watch this, or you might. It's up to you. It's in the previews of the movie, it's pretty self-explanatory, but like they always say, the book is the book is always way, way, way better than the movie, okay? Which, trust me, it was. So we'll get into it. Okay. From my source at RottenTomato.com, it had said that The Vow only got a 63% rating, and that was because Channing Tatum, who I refer to him as Chante throughout the movie in the book, and Rachel McAdams, I'll just call her Rachel, but it says that Chante and Rachel, they do their best with what they're given, but The Vow is too shallow and familiar to satisfy this discriminating date night film goer. And a lot of people had commented that it is, not that it is, but it has that Nicholas Sparks feel to it because Chante and Rachel were both in Nicholas Sparks movies, and so a lot of people were expecting it to have that feel, and I kind of feel that the director also went in that direction because when they were talking about filming the movie and everything, interviews with the director, it just kind of seemed like he was going with a Nicholas Sparks, not book, but movie type of feel, which is okay, I guess. I'm not hating on the movie, but we'll get into it. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Okay, we'll start with the characters. Okay, the real life Paige and Leo, who are the main characters, they're very religious, and the book is a highly religious book. It was written beautifully. In the book, they go back and forth just like the movie with like memories and things like that, but in the movie it's more of memories of things that they've done together as husband and wife, but the reflection of memories in the book is of Paige's previous diary entries before she got married and what she expected from her future husband and things she prayed about and the life that she wanted. In the movie, Leo is a very sweet, sensitive guy. Just like same as in the book, Leo tries very hard to win Paige, not to win Paige over, but to get her to remember. And he kind of he doesn't push it, but who wouldn't want their spouse to remember? And just like in the book and in the movie, Paige gets very frustrated by it. Now, she does do a good Paige, Rachel, in the movie. Some of the humor in it that she gives off, I get that the real Paige wouldn't be saying or doing some of the things that she does, but Leo, besides one scene where he punches somebody, Leo pretty much lives up to the real life character. I will give him that. Let's see. And also, just like the book, Leo narrates that, and in the movie, Chante, who plays Leo, is narrating the movie. So these are all the good things, some bad things. It's going to be going back and forth, and this is probably going to be done in 2 segments, but I loved the wedding scene. Very different from the book. And I love that it was set in Chicago. I really liked that. In the movie, they captured some really beautiful scenes in Chicago. I'm not crazy about the bean, but when they showed them kissing under the bean after they got married, it made me like the bean a little bit more. Another thing in the movie that I disagreed with, in the book, Paige and Leo meet through a sporting goods store that like supplies like, you know, like uniforms and stuff. That's how she meets Leo, is through the sporting goods store she works at. Well, in the movie, they meet at a DMV in Chicago. Okay, I don't know if anyone's ever been to one of them. Them places are nasty, and I'm sorry, that to me that was just really unbelievable. The car accident that they get in the book, they were going somewhere else compared to in the movie. The accident scene, it was pretty good for the movie. Different from how it happened in the book. Leo didn't seem as injured as Paige in the movie, but in the book, Leo was severely injured, and in the book, he refused to get medical treatment until he could get to Paige, because she had to be airlifted to a hospital that was, oh my god, like, seriously had to have been, like, I don't remember, like 500, 600 miles away from where he was. She was helicopter lifted. He had to drive. He discharged himself from the hospital. He didn't care about himself. The only thing he cared about was Paige. It's not like that in the movie. And in the movie, he puts, while she's in her coma, they show him put her wedding ring on her finger. And from personal experience, I know when someone gets injured, and this was in the book too, you get a bag with the injured person's belongings in it. You don't get to her jewelry, contacts, glass, nothing. You're pretty butt-ass naked in one of those gowns. That was pretty unrealistic in the movie. I know I shouldn't say but I'm trying to keep track of my notes here. In the movie, she doesn't seem to remember that she's an art student, and before that she was studying law, but changed to study art. But in the book, she has a pretty good memory of her job. In the movie, Leo and Paige, well, Leo's parents are dead. Paige does not get along with her family, and I'm not going to say why because that's going to be a big spoiler. But Paige is estranged from her family in the movie, and they had never met Leo. But in the book, both of them have fantastic relationships with their friends and their family. And in the book, they did everything and anything they could. I mean, they went above and beyond to talk about an amazing couple in real life and having such amazing family and friends. In the movie, she really heavily pursues her ex-boyfriend Jeremy. In the book, she remembers that she had an ex-boyfriend, but she doesn't pursue it because in the book, Paige, from the accident, was so severe that she is focusing on getting better, her physical therapy. I mean, you have to keep in mind they don't put this in the movie because after all, it is a movie, but in the book, everything medically she goes through takes months and months, and she just goes through so much, and it's all in the book. It's just, it blows your mind what she has to go through to get better. She has to pretty much relearn everything. In the movie, she seems a lot more skeptical of Leo. How do I want to word this? In the book, she seems more willing to go home with Leo and try to live together. They try to work things out. She takes the advice that was also given in the movie by the doctor, that get back into your normal life and take it one step at a time. And her family helps her, and Leo tries to help as much as he can, but like I said, he doesn't overdo it, but he kind of pushes it because, I mean, let's face it, the man misses his wife, who he fell in love with. You know, she doesn't remember him. And I can only imagine how bad that aspect hurts and how bad he just wants her to remember. And, yeah, in the movie, Leo does the same exact thing. So that was pretty good. That stayed the same. Let's see here. Okay. Leo has a perspective change, and he comes up with the idea of redating, and he uses a reference of her favorite book, well, her favorite book that she could remember before she got in the accident. And so it was kind of like he had a perspective change on how to approach, you know, getting Paige to fall back in love with him and to restore their relationship. And so they kind of start dating again. In the book, they actually see, I don't remember if it's a psychologist or a psychiatrist, suggests that they needed to start over from the beginning and needed to get to know each other, date each other, and learn to fall in love again. I'm going to end it right here because I was not watching the time, and I will pick up again with part 2 really, really quick.